It's always interesting when you bring a dog to a new place, because so inquisitive for them, and they love looking at all the new sights and sounds. And when we got out of the car, he was a little bit nervous, his ears were back, and you could just see he was generally a bit anxious about where I brought him. And today we're at the lower part of Castle Park along the river in Colchester in Essex, UK. And it's the first time Kongo's been here. So you can see here, he's seen a little bit through there, and there's somebody just walking past who's keeping his eye out for that. And he's a little bit nervous, but he's relaxed as we walked along, and he's quite happy. Having a nice time, aren't you, kid? So yeah, it's really good to bring dogs to a different place, just to get them accustomed to other things, because they go to the same park all the time. It can just get them sort of complacent with it, really. But coming out here, he's full of all the different smells, all different sights. We've had a couple of people come up and say hello to him, and yeah, it's just really good. And there's a pond over there, which is just over that way, and loads of birds and swans and ducks and all that sort of things all hanging around. And yeah, he's been a good boy. He's just kind of had a look at them and not gone near them, which is really good, because he does quite like looking out for squirrels sometimes. But he wasn't bothered with the birds. He did as he was told, and he stayed with me, didn't you? And socialising is really important, especially when you get a big dog like this. It's well, any dog, to be honest, if it's a small dog as well. The more people they meet, the more experiences they have, it just develops their character, makes them a lot less nervous, and just helps in their overall way of looking at the world, really. And as the walk's gone on, he's become more relaxed. I met a guy, a South African guy, hello to you, who wanted to have his photo done with him, but unfortunately Kongo didn't comply. But we got a photo of Kongo so he could have it on his phone anyway. And so we've been walking around the riverway, and Kongo's got a lot more sights and sounds this time. There's some swans and ducks and everything over at the pond, just over that way, just over here. And he walked next to me and did as he was told. He didn't go after him, because he quite likes, when he sees the squirrels, he quite likes a little chase. But he didn't do that to the birds, which is really good. He behaved himself. He did see a couple of people who've come over and said hello to him. And one guy from South Africa, hello to you, wanted his photo done with him, but Kongo didn't really comply with that. But we got a photo of him on his phone anyway, and got a little bit shy, didn't you? And it's really important when we bring dogs out to give them a really rounded social walk, really, where they see all different sights, sounds and smells. That's why it's interesting to take them somewhere new, so where they can have a look around and just see all new sights and experience different things, different people, bikes going past, people walking their dogs. There's a gym just around here, like an outdoor gym. You walk past that. Just anything that's new gives them that more well-rounded experience and creates more confidence in a dog. So it's really helpful to do that, and handy to do that if you can. And it also shows other people how good a dog this size can be and how well behaved he is. Generally we get the probably 95% of people are like, wow, he's a beast, he's massive, and love him and want to make a fuss of him. And 5% of people are like, oh, get out of it, don't like that. But that's quite rare, actually, to be honest. Tends to be the people with the small dogs. They tend to pick them up and sort of shuffle past, but he's just not interested. So obviously if I thought he was spooked or in any way nervous, I'd put him on the lead. or if anybody was, if they approached him and they didn't like the look of him. Yeah, if somebody was nervous approaching him or something and didn't want to have him off lead, I'd quite kindly put him on lead, because it's really important to make people feel safe. Good boy. So I mentioned squirrels earlier, didn't I? There's two just ran down the tree and Kongo's like, wow, I'll go after those. Didn't catch them obviously, they're too quick for him. Pretty much the norm in England nowadays, that is chucking it down with rain. So, seems to be the standard now. We have a day of sunshine and then it goes back to being rainy again. Never mind. So as I said at the beginning of this, when we first come out he was quite nervous of the new area. His ears were back and you get that sort of skittish look that dogs do when they're a bit nervous, but now he's relaxed and really enjoying it. Aren't you? Enjoying it? Looking at all the different sights? Loving it. Good boy. So we're going across the bridge, just a different bridge. So if you ever are nervous taking your dog somewhere new, keep them on a lead and keep them on a loose lead so they feel confident with you. When dogs are put onto a tight lead, they tend to get a bit more anxious and untrusting of yourself. So the more loose lead you can make it, the better it is for the dog. And then walk along confidently. If the dog stops and wants to go back, just stop, wait, and then walk the way you want to go again. Don't listen, don't take the dog's pulling in a different direction to say where he wants to go or she. Yeah, it's really good for you to lead the walk, because the more confident you are in the walk with less anxieties, the more the dog will be confident as well. And when you feel confident enough, if your dog does go off the lead, then you can let them off. And but obviously only keep them on a lead if they if they are feeling any kind of nervousness, because you don't want them having a flight type response where they run and then you've got to try and catch them, which is not a good thing. So yeah, keep them on a nice loose lead, walk confidently and walk in the direction you want to go. And one thing I do as well, if the dog does stop and doesn't want to move, then you just stop, and then once you see their body language relax a little bit, then start to walk again. But as you start to walk again, go into a small jog if you can, if you're able to, or even a slightly faster walk, because the dog will snap out of their mindset of staying still and wanting to go the other way, and then they'll walk with you. And it's a bit of a practice. It might not happen straight away, but the more you practice, the better it is. Oh, you just seen a swan. Didn't realise there was one there. Who's that down there? Is that a swan? Hello. Hello. See, Kongo's a good boy. He saw it and just sort of turned away. He's very good. Doesn't really disturb anything, except for squirrels. He does like a squirrel. He'll never ever catch one, but he likes the chase. They generally run up a tree. So this is a little boating pond where all the swans and ducks congregate in Castle Park. And as you can see, he's not interested in chasing after them. Good boy. Might as well stay with us for the rest of the walk till we get back to the going on lead. Boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, good boy, Kongo. beautiful. Good boy.
She's got her.
So I'll just watch people as they're approaching, and if they look in any way nervous, or like now there's a bike coming, I'll just get him out of the way so he doesn't get in the way of the bike. Come here, Kongo. This way. This way. Over here. Come on. Yeah. Oh, I think my battery's going to run out on my camera, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching him and enjoying a new experience with us, coming over to a new place.